So now let's see how we can add in motion lines inside of Adobe Character Animator. So to do that, first of all, I'm going to go around and choose a character, Chloe, right here. So once I import that in, you can see that I have a scene, and if I were to move her hand, you can see that there's no motion lines whatsoever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a motion line over here on her hands. So to do that, I'm going to go inside the puppet right here. And then over here, I'm going to go on to the left arm. So let's add in a motion line onto the left arm first. I'm going to click on draggable right here. And then if I were to expand the tags, you can see motion lines is an option. But doing that is not enough. So now you have to select the left arm right here and then go around over here onto the behaviors. And then what you have to do is enable motion lines right here. So if I were to go around into record, then let's see what happens. If I were to click and drag this, you can see that there's a subtle motion line. It's not there because I haven't applied it right here. You can apply it here as well. So let's just go ahead and then add in the option right here. So you can see that there's various parameters that I can work with. So I'm just going to go around and increase the opacity so that you can see it much more clearly. I can go around and I can increase the line width as well so that you can see that it becomes bigger right there. You can go around and increase and decrease the velocity right here. So you can see that you can see it for a longer period of time, just like that. So now you can also change the line lifespan so that it becomes visible for a longer period of time or shorter period of time right here. So you can make it really disappear really quick, or you can really increase it out so that you can see it for a long time, as you can see. So I'm just going to go around and type into 100, and for this one, this is going to be 100 right here. I'm going to go around and have a line width of 50. Let's see how that looks like right here. And then over here, you can go around into secondary line offset right here and see how that actually looks out. So you can go around and increase out the offset as well. I'm just going to keep 50 right here. You can enable and disable the secondary line right here. So it's a simple streak, but adding this is much more easier. You can decrease out the color to get different color effect as well. So let me just increase out the color red right here. And then this is how it seems, as you can see. So I'm just going to have 80 color right here. And this is how it seems right here. So I'm just going to go around 90 right here. And then this is how it seems, as you can see. So I'm just going to go around and press 90. And in secondary line option, I'm just going to press 50 right here. And in green color, I'm just going to go around and type in 70 for this one, 70 right here. And here, what else I have is I have an option to go fade the opacity right here. So this makes for much more of a faded look, which is natural. And you can go for tapered lines as well. You can see that it is much more like tapered. It becomes smaller. So you want this kind of an effect, you can do that as well. But in my case, I do not want this. I guess this is fine. So you can see that this is how it looks like. I'm just going to add in 75 onto both of these and work around with this. I can also go around and do for 90 opacity right here. So what else I can do is I can work around with this one as well. So I'm just going to go around into Chloe right here. And then I'm going to go to right hand. And then I'm going to select the draggable link just like this. And I'm going to select motion lines. And then what I'm going to do is select the right arm, go around and add in, let's say I'm going to add in the motion lines to this one as well. And then I can go around and input the same values. I'm just going to go around over here. And then just like the other one, I can have different motion line values or I can have the same one. So I'm just going to type in the same value as 100. I'm going to add same value as 200. I'm going to add in 50 right here. Secondary line is 10 on, 50 for this one. And then for this one, it's going to be 90, 75, 75. And then there's going to be another 90 right here. So now you can see that there's motion line here and there's motion line here. So if you were to record the character, then the motion line will appear as well. So this makes it for an interesting effect that you can add to your animation without much hassle, as you can see right there. And that is how you can work around with motion line inside of Adobe Character Animator. So hope you guys learned something as always. And as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.